Hi! Happy Friday! Woo!
Oh, by the way, I take that back. Nobody tweets me more than Hector.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, let me say
Tony,
that.
I tweet you, but you just never tweet back. That's all.
Good point.
Okay, no. Let me correct Jimmy. Jimmy sends me DMs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And I never read my DMs because I get a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They sort of
reply to Tony.
Huh?
I always do a public reply to Tony.
But Hector tweets me at least 125,000 times a day.
I believe it.
Everyone in the morning I do.
Yeah, I'm not the only. Yeah, no, it's not that I'm special or anything. He tweets everybody.
I don't get any tweets, Hector. What's up?
You're not following me.
I don't get any tweets, Nate. What's going on?
Every now and then, every once in a great while, like once every 5, 6, or 7 months, I'll get a tweet from Nick. And usually it's to point out something that I said that was wrong.
Hector.
I tweet very sparingly. Because it doesn't matter most of the time.
I'm really new to the world of Twitter. Like, I have an account for a while, but I've never... I only made a Twitter account, like, a year ago to complain to GM about a crappy car I had, so I went to social media, and I've been dormant ever since then. So, you know, a couple weeks ago, I thought, you know, I really need to get back into this Twitter thing. So I'm really new. I have all these questions. I don't understand how stuff works.
I only made my Twitter account to follow Mandy Moore, to be honest.
Okay, listen, you guys. I totally have been derelict in my duties. If you're just joining us on YouTube, hello. We hang out every day.
No, we don't.
Oh, sorry. Well, just starting this week. We are not doing it every single day, but we do it a lot. Mondays and Fridays. We're here Mondays and Fridays, and sometimes during the week, but you can count on Mondays and Fridays. Today, we are going to be talking movies, of course, because it's Friday. We're also going to be sitting down with the actor from the movie called $1 Million Arm, Assif Mandvi. I get a confirmation on how do you say his name.
Daily Show. He's also in the Daily Show.
Assif, huh?
He's also in the Daily Show, I think. Jon Stewart.
Daily Show, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that guy's a great
comedian.
American Idol's Alex Preston will be here. He was booted off last night, so we'll get to say hi to him. And actually, Matt Atchity will be here today. He was not supposed to, but after I told him how devastated Tony was, that he was not going to be here to talk about Godzilla, which he did see, by the way, he said, I can come in anyway. Even if I'm not on the news set, I'll come in and join the Hangout. So Matt is on his way in.
What about Ryan Seacrest and Randy Jackson?
Ryan Seacrest and Randy Jackson are going to be in the house. However...
Now, I could always go into the studio and drag them in here upon threat of bodily harm.
Well, would you do that?
Strong arm them over.
Yo, dog, come join our hangout.
Even if it's just for a drive-by. Do you know what I mean? Like, just a drive-by.
Okay. I don't know why there's a... I should go in there and talk to my dog about that.
Will you do that?
A drive-by, a photo, and an autograph from them on your calendar.
Drive-by would be nice, right? Just a, hey, guys.
You know, Randy,
and an autograph to your calendar.
And Ryan is really. Let me just tell you,
Ryan's like one of the nicest guys.
Like the nicest guy
too.
in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He really is.
And a little reunion with him in the same zone.
In fact, Ryan gave me an interview when I was doing. I was a spokesperson for. This was years ago, for a fitness website.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In fact, Mariska Hargitay's dad was the one who financially backed it. Mickey Hargitay.
You could do that back then?
Jose let me do it, yeah.
That's nice.
And it was called Front Row Fitness.
Front Row Fitness?
And
we should do more of that.
I was the face of Front Row Fitness, and it was backed financially by Joe Gold, who started Gold's Gyms. By Mickey Hargitay, who is the father. He's passed on now. He was the father of Mariska Hargitay, and he had been married to
Jane Mansfield.
Jane Mansfield, who was Mariska's mother. Mickey, but Mickey didn't make his money that way. That was not how Mickey made all his money. You know how he made all of his money? He practically built the city of Beverly Hills.
Really?
He was in
Like
construction,
buildings?
and he built a lot of the houses and
Oh.
buildings in Beverly Hills.
I
That's how he
didn't know
made all this money.
that. Oh, okay. Well, he's probably a rich man. It's
Well,
those
he's
are
no longer
some-
with us. But,
well, his
But
children's children.
but
His children's children.
and you guys don't if you don't live in LA, you may not know this. Jimmy would know this. Hector might.
John.
John might.
I've been to many times.
If you know a street in kind of at the west end of West Hollywood called Sunset Plaza Drive,
Yeah.
his mansion was at the very top.
Like at the very top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know,
I mean,
like,
it doesn't get much. When
Personally-
it comes to real estate, it doesn't get much.
personally, I like all those houses, but I feel like it's such a pain to go up that hill.
Oh, it took
come
forever
back
to get to
down.
his mansion.
Yeah, I don't. Like I know people, or I have visited a couple
But
people.
you
up
want
there,
to talk
just
about?
too
He
much.
had his deck on his mansion. It goes all around the whole house, so it's like a circle.
You have a nice deck at your
Wow.
house,
Not
so
like
I
this
hear.
guy. Not
So
like
I
this
hear.
guy.
I don't know. I've never been invited.
But
Never been invited.
you go out on
Lottie Tony.
you had a 360 panoramic degree panoramic view of all of LA. It was just phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
No, my little deck, my deck is only 625 square feet, which is pretty big, I
That's
guess.
pretty. That's huge.
And
That's like
it overlooks
living room.
it overlooks Hollywood.
That's someone's house. That's bigger than my apartment that was here that I just sold. My entire
It's
house.
a big deck, and I have multiple levels. of
Wow.
decks.
That's bigger than my house before.
Well, my deck is bigger than my house.
Be careful how you say that word.
We are going to pass on that then until you point it out.
That kind of says
No, just be careful.
no. That pretty much just tells me
You were just you
all
were riding
and everybody who is listening, that's our Maria. Okay.
just you were riding
I
that
complete-
fence.
I completely
I
Yeah,
can't
that
help
one
it if I
alone.
have a big deck.
Careful saying, Tony.
We can always count on you, Maria.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word that time.
Saying, Tony. Okay, so I wish we could hang out with one of our guests right now. I want to hang out with someone.
So the original people are no show.
What do you mean? No, they're here. The
No,
original
they're
people,
here.
they're here. The American Idol cast off is here today. Alex Preston and Assif Mandvi from $1 Million Arm, that movie with John Hamm. It's about this agent. It kind of reminds me of
Oh, I've seen trailers.
yeah, it reminded me of Jerry Maguire / Slumdog Millionaire.
He's a real success story, John Hamm. He pretty much started with nothing.
Yeah, he was gonna give up.
He was going to give up.
He was ready to give up acting. He'd been pursuing it for so long, and then he got what?
Mad Men.
Do Madman. Yeah. That made
So
it.
never give up on your dream. If it is your
And when
dream and your passion,
keep in mind,
don't
when
give
that
up.
show first came on, they weren't paying him anything. They weren't paying those guys anything.
Oh well, that's different now.
It's
Yeah.
different.
Well, you know, they give you, when you sign up for a new show, you get a 3-year contract. That's standard. So regardless of where the show goes, in the second season, the third season, you still get paid nothing.
You get paid nothing.
Yeah.
Well, what happens to the shows that cancel after like one season? Do they get some sort of severance package?
No.
They don't get anything.
No.
So,
It's
so
all
told-
3-year
the
contract doesn't
creators.
work for them.
That's only proposed.
I'll tell you the
on-
story about
if it
Cersei.
goes-
What's her name? Cersei?
Cersei.
Cersei?
Cersei.
Cersei.
Cersei Lannister.
The woman who
Cersei.
the woman
Oh, right.
Game
Game
of
of Thrones. Mm-hmm.
and
She was
she was
bankrupt.
down to her last $5 in her checking account.
Yeah.
Not
You
too
know,
long
all
ago,
these
right? I mean,
stories-
yeah.
Well, when you hear like her, Jim Carrey, and like how he didn't have money, but all these people, it seems to be a common thread. So does that mean it's
Carrey's always had money.
huh?
Yes.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Who?
I thought he told the story like when he got to LA, he didn't have money, but he wrote himself like.
Oh, in the beginning, Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Way back in the day, yes.
Yeah.
You're
But
right.
it seems to be a common thread. So is that like everyone that moves to LA with the hope of being a star is dead broke, and some make it?
Good here.
Yeah.
First of all, LA is a very expensive city, and keep in mind, people who want to be actors or actresses, they typically have to
Graphics for one.
take jobs that will allow them the kind of flexibility that they need to go to auditions and the like, and so they're not going to make a lot of money because a lot of times they're working part-time or they're
waitressing.
Yeah,
or
they're not making a lot of money, and so yeah, a lot of them do stuff unless you're what's her name who was on Seinfeld.
Oh,
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
right.
Her family, they're
Join our conversation.
Hey,
Tony's talking about billionaires. Oh boy,
of which
not us.
I'm not a member of that club.
YouTube.com/myfoxla. We've got our friends from all over the world. Come join us.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is richer than Oprah. You know that, right?
Yeah, I never knew that until you said that.
Yeah, and the reason she is because of her, because she's an heiress, and she is so her wealth, her purported wealth is something like close to $3 billion.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Anthony.
So either be an heiress or invent headphones.
Right. So
that's
she.
how you get
Can we speak to someone now?
Yeah, Alex
Anthony,
is here.
What can we talk
are
to
you
Alex?
telling me my dog
Talk to him right now.
and Ryan Seacrest
Go
are not coming into the Google Plus Hangout?
Go get him. Go get
That's
him.
the plan.
Can you go get him?
Did you actually ask them?
Haley's gonna ask.
I did not.
Haley's gonna
And
ask.
I have not seen they haven't arrived.
Go get Alex. Go get Alex. Thank you.
Speaking of Julia Louis-Dreyfus, back in 2007, I actually went to
Northwestern.
a shot over there in Burbank.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus, yeah, she graduated from Northwestern.
A
lot of rich people go to that school. I was not one of them, by the way.
Tony, you turned out 100% fantastic.
Well.
Seriously.
Well.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about the wealth part, but considering, I mean, you're doing pretty well, my baby.
From a little black boy from the south side of Chicago.
So were you born in Chicago?
Yeah.
So then why did your mom go back to Arkansas?
That's where she's from.
Oh, so she's from Arkansas.
So all my family on my mother's side came from Arkansas, most of them, Arkansas, Louisiana, or Mississippi.
Oh, wow, that's from deep south.
Just like, Jimmy's family all came from Jamaica.
That's a deep, deep south. Jimmy's from New York.
He may be, but his family's not.
What?
Isn't your family from Jamaica?
My mom's side is from Barbados, and my dad's side is from Puerto Rico.
Oh.
One of those countries.
Tony, how could you get Barbados, Jamaica, Puerto Rico?
I knew they
We
weren't.
expect more from you, Tony.
Puerto Rico.
I knew they weren't from here.
Barbados, not Jamaica.
Yes, I screwed up all those countries. We expect more from you.
Barbados, Haiti, Jamaica, one of those islands.
How long did you live in Chicago?
Now, Jimmy's mom, I saw a picture that he posted for Mother's Day.
Beautiful.
Oh, my God. Yeah, she was gorgeous.
So what happened to you, Jimmy? What?
Okay, Adam Carolla.
Jimmy has, I have to say, Jimmy has like one of the best smiles on the planet. Does he not?
Totally.
I mean, honestly.
Jimmy, don't give up on your dream, man. You're going to get that TV
much.
series. Jimmy,
Like
Jimmy really wants to get
best
that television series.
Well, if it were all just based on looks, he'd have it already. But
Jimmy, what does he say?
But unfortunately, it's based on a lot of other things that
Beyond talent, actually.
No, not beyond talent. If it was just based on looks and talent, he'd have it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's based on beyond all that.
It's based on who you know, how you know them,
and
when you know them, where you know them.
Right time.
Yeah, timing.
Alex, hi, Maria. So nice to meet you. Come sit down. This is Tony, our morning anchor here.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Alex Preston is joining us. Woohoo! Hector, go. Go, Hector. Alex is here.
Good morning and great singing performance last night.
No, Hector, where's your applause? Where's my applause?
Oh!
Hector!
There you go. I had it off, sorry.
This is our Google Plus Hangout, Alex. Are you awake? Did you get any sleep?
No, but I had coffee, so
You had some
it's
coffee. Okay. Alex Preston, if you don't know, he was on American Idol last night. Sadly, that's why he's here tonight, is that you're not moving forward. But come on, really, you've done so well. You're in the top 3, right?
Yep, top 3.
So in my eyes, you're a winner.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to see this shirt. Is this Selena Gomez? Who is this?
Everyone asks that. I don't know who it is.
It looks like
saw
her.
it at the store.
It's very cute. It reminds me of this thing that's going around. It's like Ryan Gosling who's wearing a T-shirt of Macaulay Culkin. Have you seen this? Have you seen this, you guys? And it's like a T-shirt of Macaulay wearing a T-shirt of Ryan. It's like on and on. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so Alex, we have some friends from all over the world that are hanging out with us this morning. This is Carlos. He is so far away. He is in Orange County. Hector is in the Inland Empire.
Good morning.
Jimmy is here in Koreatown. John is in Riverside. Wow, we have a lot of local people today. I love it. Kempton is in Canada.
Hi, Alex.
Nate is in Colorado. And Nick is in Dallas, Texas. And we do have some YouTubers watching. So hi, YouTubers. If you have a question for Alex, just go ahead and put it in the comments box below. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel and share the link. Thank you. Okay, that my business is gone now. So how are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad it's Friday. Are you, let's see, what are you doing? You're doing a lot of interviews after last night. Seriously, were you bummed out, or did you see it coming? Did you have any idea?
I kind of guessed that
You did?
yeah, but I was happy because like Gina and Caleb are such talented like individuals, and they're gonna kill it at the finale, and I'm just happy to make it the top 3.
I was watching you sing your finale song. Is that tough to sing that song after you've been booted off? Like, do you feel like, no, I'm not gonna sing, or what?
No, I mean I think it's a good way to wrap it up, especially singing that song, because that's how I came into this competition, was with that original song. So it was cool.
Yeah. Who was the first person you called?
First person I called
Or text.
was probably my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or my dad.
Interesting. Okay. If you guys have some questions, by the way, I can see you on the side, so just get my attention, and I will go to you. Okay. What was the most, like, looking back, and I know it's hard to look back at this point because there's just like overload, right? What was the most memorable experience you had through the whole time you were here?
Probably, I would say the hometown visit.
The hometown visit.
Yeah, it was probably the coolest thing, and also meeting mentors like Jason Mraz.
Yeah, that must, yes, that's right, Jason Mraz. What about Randy Jackson and Ryan Seacrest? Do you know that they're going to be here today? Did you notice that?
Yeah, they're awesome too. Yeah.
They're stalking you. They're following you.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to talk to Jennifer Lopez?
Yes. Yeah.
You did? Yeah? Because we talked to somebody, I don't know, it was last week, and she said she actually just said hi, and then that was it. Like, she didn't have much time with her.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go off to the press, but I briefly spoke to all the judges.
So is your phone ringing off the hook? Are you getting some calls from agents and recording opportunities?
Well, I am. I'm signed to the label right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm still, figuring out what I'm gonna do about an album, but I hope that I can get in the studio soon.
Yeah. What do you want to do eventually? Like, where do you see yourself now, like 5 years from now?
5 years from now, hopefully I have a couple tours under my belt.
Awesome.
Yeah, and a couple albums, and I don't know, maybe some like reward, like award recognition.
Oh, like a
I don't know.
Grammy or something?
I don't know.
Gosh, you never know, right? You
Yeah.
never know. When I look at, gosh, what's her name that's just going crazy right now? Blonde.
Carrie Underwood.
Yes, Carrie
Yeah.
Underwood. Oh my gosh, it's just incredible. The career, all of them actually, from all the previous American Idol singers that have gone through. What else? What do you like to do for fun? What's the first thing you're gonna do? Because you're off the stage now for like what, a day until you get back to work. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, I have rehearsals, like.
Oh, that's right, because you guys
right
are
away.
going on tour.
Yeah, and I have rehearsals for the finale as well,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm performing with Jason, which is gonna be awesome.
Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he's good. So you're going to be going on the set here, I think, in a little bit. Yeah. Well, yes, Jimmy.
Yeah. So when does the tour start? I mean, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You did.
The tour starts June 24th and goes till August 24th. So it's a.
So you have some time before it starts.
Yeah, I have like 2 weeks before maybe a little less.
Kempton?
Yeah, congrats also. I want to ask you to think back when you when they said that, hey, you're going to be on the show in the beginning. Did you think that you're going to go all the way to this far, to the third? And what's something that shocked you during this journey? If you're going to tell someone who's going to apply for the next season, what are you going to share with them?
Well, I auditioned online.
You
So,
can audition online? I didn't
Yeah.
know that now. Wow.
Yeah, it's
How
crazy.
far we've come.
I know.
Mhm.
And I wasn't expecting to get a call back at all, and I did, and so I auditioned in front of the judges, and I didn't expect to get through that either. So
What was the song you picked for that one?
I sang the same song. I
This
sang,
song.
yeah, the original.
Okay, the original song.
Yeah,
Wow.
and yeah, you know, like I wasn't expecting to make it this far at all, but it's crazy, dude. Like I'm really blessed.
Nate, what's your question?
Yeah, congrats on the tour and label and everything. I'm always curious when I see like highlight reels and things like this of the daily life and goings on. How much downtime do you actually get? Is this like a 150-hour work week? Like, how much time do you really have if you just want to sleep or veg out?
Yeah, take us
like,
through a day in the life of an American Idol contestant at this point.
I mean, the days are super long, you know, and where
So what time do you get up? Like
7:30 maybe.
Oh God, that's so early.
That's early.
That usually works.
You know, Tony gets up at 1:30.
Really?
I get up at 2.
Sorry, 2. You get to sleep in now. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then we usually work about 13, 14 hours.
Really? So what time do you go to bed?
Go to maybe like
10.
1.
1. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question, then I'm gonna have to let you go. So what shocked you the most? Because we all have this impression of what American Idol is like, right? Going through the audition, going through the competition, and we all have sort of this vision of what it is. What surprised you? Like, what wasn't what you thought it was?
I think that it's a lot harder than I expected.
Yeah.
A lot more difficult, and there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that that go into the production. And I think I have just a bigger respect for programs like this, and seeing how hard the crew work and together, and it's like a huge.
It is a huge
production.
It's a huge production.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Alex, thank you so much for stopping by, and we
Thank
wish you
you.
the very, very best. You're gonna do awesome. You're like God. You're going on tour with them. You're in the top 10. Let's take a quick photo before you go. Let me take my little camera app out. Now this is our camera right here, okay? So let's take a quick photo so that I can say I took a picture with you before you got your Grammy. Okay, ready? There's a little bit of a delay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese. Yay! Awesome. Jimmy's like, ah. Okay, I want you to sign my calendar because when you get your Grammy, I'm going to say he signed my calendar.
Sweet.
So anywhere here is good, Alex?
Awesome.
Thank you. All
Thanks.
right. It was really nice to meet you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Have a
Hey,
good
thanks for
time.
chatting.
Take care.
Okay.
Alright, sounds
All
good.
right. Have fun on the set.
Thanks.
Matt Atchity! Woo! Matt Atchity's here. Oh, he's wearing your Aloha shirt.
You look like you're about to
I love it.
fly to
Yay.
Maria's
To
home.
Hawaii.
Right? I wish.
That's awesome.
Good morning,
Good
Matt.
to meet you guys. This is
Hello, Matt.
a really special occasion
Excellent.
because
Going today.
Matt Atchity was not scheduled to be in the studio today, and
But I
he
came by just
he
for the
came
hangout.
just for you guys.
Big kahuna!
Yeah, so
Bow to the big kahuna.
the big kahuna did not want to make the big lion too upset. I'm telling you, Tony was devastated when he heard that Matt Atchity wasn't coming. He's been looking forward to talking with you all day. So Tony, actually, you need to be in this conversation because
I'm here.
Tony bought his tickets for Godzilla today about a month ago, and so he has literally been anticipating the movie Godzilla. So Matt, you saw it,
Yes,
and
I loved it. I thought it was great. Now it's
What's
not
the percent on that, Matt?
I liked it a lot.
can I just quote your tweet?
Yes.
You said it stomped on your heart.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'll be right back.
100%, Matt.
Huh?
Was it 100%?
For me, it's doing movie reviews. Like a lot of times, critics will look at something, and it's not whether or not the movie
a lot of times where you judge movies, it's is that the best you could do with that subject matter? I think we would all agree that the Transformers movies are not the best movies you could make about robots that turn into cars. But could you make it? You could make a better Godzilla movie than these guys made, but boy, it would be tough. This movie is really, really good. Now, it's not a monster movie like it's not the action movie that Pacific Rim is. It's a disaster movie, and that's what the timing is like. It starts out with some disasters, and then things get ramped up as it goes. So it's a slow burn, and there have been some complaints that you don't get Godzilla till halfway through the movie. Totally works, though. Totally works. The movie takes its time setting everything up, and I think it pays off in a really big way by the end of it. There were people cheering at the screening I was at.
Right.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. It's it does, like I said, it takes a little while to get started, and I think that's where some people are coming down on it. The naysayers, the ones that don't like it, say like,
well, because we have become, I think, a nation of instant gratification.
Yeah.
And I think that is reflected a lot of times in our movie going.
Yeah.
And the way we view movies. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that there's what this movie does is it's kind of a classic disaster movie in that, if you think about something, even the stuff that Emmerich does, where things ramp up. If you think about The Day After Tomorrow or 2012, like you have little bits of destruction, little bits of problems, and the tension goes up, and then by the climax, by the third act of any of those movies, it's just mass hysteria. That's what happens in this one. So it starts out with a pretty good scene, some really good scenes, and then it kind of goes quiet for a little while as it builds up to what you're going to see. So it earns the gravitas, it earns kind of the drama of Godzilla walking around destroying cities.
Without spoiling anything, what did this movie do that the 1998 Godzilla did not do? Because that was a disaster in and of itself.
Yeah, I actually saw this screening on Monday, and so I've already seen it, and I liked it a lot, way better than the previous one.
So is this hands down best movie in the theater currently?
That's it kind of depends on what's still in the theaters nearby you. I would say it's a great time at the movies. It's not campy, and I think that's where the other one falls apart, is that the 98 version goes for a lot of camp silliness, and this one doesn't do that. Like, there's not really...
Because, Godzilla was not a campy subject.
Well,
it wasn't born of a campy subject.
It wasn't born that way. Like, it gets there. This one is a throwback to the very first Godzilla movie that is done.
The way it was intended. Godzilla
where
was
it's an allegory for nuclear war and nuclear.
Was Godzilla fat?
Speaking of the 98 one, how would you compare the soundtrack? I don't know if you can beat the 98 soundtrack.
Godzilla.
Wouldn't the 98 movie have like the Benny Hill song in it, like yakety sax while Godzilla's destroyed?
Ed Diddy and Jamiroquai.
The 98 Godzilla was almost like Godzilla on a diet. You know what? Here's the thing. Godzilla, if you just think about the symbolism of what Godzilla is, it is not supposed to be a pretty monster.
The way Godzilla looks in this movie, he does look a little bit wider than what we are typically used to. Like, I don't think it's that big a deal, but I it's more fun just to laugh about it. I will say, the way they've gone with it in making the monster be roughly the same proportions as a guy in a suit, but it's not a guy in a suit, it does come off a little wide, especially like what we're used to. We're used to, the last big giant monster we've seen is the Thing in the Host or Cloverfield, and those are like spindly, scrawny things. So you see somebody that comes along and he's basically Andre the Giant, you're like, I mean, it still works. It's fine. It's just, it's more fun to just laugh about. But
The original Godzilla was fat anyway. Now I don't know, so I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, great big thighs. Well,
What was that? What was that? What was that, Jimmy?
The original Godzilla had great big thighs, had a big butt. Was great.
The original Godzilla was not thin.
I will say this Godzilla
Godzilla got back.
Godzilla got back.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Godzilla got back.
So, this sort of returns. It's much more faithful to the original version of Godzilla.
Yes. This movie takes its characters and takes its subject matter seriously. Now, there's not a ton of, arguably the character development is a little bit thin. Again, this is not a perfect movie. It's got a few flaws, but ultimately, I'm willing to overlook it. I really liked this movie.
What does Bryan Cranston bring to the movie?
Bryan Cranston.
Other than his name.
Well, one of the things you've got here is you've got, a character like Cranston, a character like the one that Ken Watanabe plays, and David Strathairn. Like, these characters don't get a lot of opportunity for development. They're not given a lot to work with, but I think it's a measure of, they cast this movie pretty smart in that the ones that don't have much to do, like, they can kind of paint a picture of the character without a lot of lines. So, yeah, it's satisfying in that you've got really great actors, and it helps you overlook that the characters are written pretty thin, because really, let's face it, like, all you want to get to is the monster anyway, right? But the movie takes its time to get there. Like, you don't get any look at any part of Godzilla till easily halfway through the film, and you don't get a full look at him till well past that. But it all works. I found the rhythm of it is good, but don't go in expecting something like Pacific Rim. Like Pacific Rim, you've got giant robots fighting kaiju right off the bat.
Right.
This one is not like that. This one is more. It's like it's like a disaster movie on a certain level. It's kind of like it's a slow boil. It's kind of like a classic horror movie that you don't get to see the danger until you see the after effects. You see people get killed and you see destruction happen, but you don't really get a clear picture of what's going on till relatively late. But I really like this.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. My only complaint was that I wish there were just a little more lengthy fight scenes at the end. They kept on cutting away and back to the humans. They'd show Godzilla for a little fight and then back to the humans. And I'm like, no, just let us see like destruction and fighting and stuff. So that was my only complaint. But I really liked what they did with the story. It was just
like I don't disagree with you there. Like, those fight scenes are really good. Like, you feel it, and when things happen, you're like cringing and you're cheering. I think that the filmmakers have wisely gone with the old adage of leave them wanting more. This could have been something that was wildly overdone and become, kind of sensory overload, but they dial it back and they keep it. They keep it intriguing, and I think that that's a smart move. I would have liked to see. I'm right there with you, Kyle. Like, I would have liked to have seen more of those battle scenes.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
And I will give up one spoiler. There's nothing after the credits because I sat through to the end and I was disappointed that there wasn't any teaser after the credits. So if you're waiting for one, you can just leave.
One of my friends on Twitter said, so there's no Godzilla and Mothra and Ghidorah and Gamera sitting around quietly eating shawarma.
That may be the most helpful thing ever. That should be a thing. Someone to preview it and say there are or are not credits. Because if I waste like 15 minutes, I'm like...
Yeah, there's websites dedicated to it, actually.
Oh, well, I'm clearly behind. In life, I guess.
Okay, well, I was going to say it anyway, but now I'm even more excited.
Yeah, I liked it. Like, again, it's not perfect. It's a Godzilla movie, but as Godzilla movies go, it's really great. I really liked it. If you go in remembering the original, or not the original, but if you go in remembering the 1998 version, you'll be blown away. Now, look, like, is this high art? I don't know that it's high art. boy, they did a damn good job. I will tell you, here's how much I like this movie. Last 2 or 3 weeks, I've kind of been dragging. Like I've had to really push myself to get out and see stuff, and I've kind of been bored with the movies, and I'm just getting a little burnt out. And after seeing this, I'm really excited about the rest of the summer. Like, this movie was over, and it made me think, like, oh right, this is why I do what I do. This is the kind, like, there is a passion in this filmmaking that I find, for instance, I find the collected work of Michael Bay to be really cynical. And cash grabs, and they're aimed at like what he thinks 14-year-old boys want. Like I'm not going to get into that rant, but these are people who like care about what they're doing. This is a script that there's some thought in it, and it's intelligently written, so I really like it. However, I do have to warn Maria.
What?
Honolulu kind of gets it.
Honolulu
Like,
gets it in Godzilla?
like Waikiki kind of gets stomped.
Oh my god, I want to see that.
Doesn't San Francisco get it?
I want to see that.
Yeah, but like Waikiki's in trouble.
Assif Mandvi, I don't know how to say his last name, is coming in. He's in that movie called $1 Million Arm.
Okay.
Did you see that one?
I did not see that one.
Okay, do you have to leave right now? Or?
I have to leave in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, so you have to.
No.
So
okay, well, Assif is coming in right now because
Okay.
he has to leave right
Okay.
after his hit. So, do you mind if we talk to him for about 5 minutes?
No, that's fine. I will head out over to my other thing, but I just wanted to come by and say.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Matt.
I have to go right across the street to Fox, so
Right.
I figured I would just
You're
come
so-
early and talk to you guys.
You're so
Right.
awesome.
Alright.
For everything. Yeah.
Thanks for chatting. Happy weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Because I forgot to tell Josh that you were coming in anyway. So everyone goes, oh my God, Matt Ashley's here. We haven't cut any video. So they're like rushing to cut video. And I go, no, he knows he's on the set. And then but then they go, well, we didn't know that. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, we'll just plan maybe going forward that if I don't come in, I'll just come in and do the hangout anyway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Every Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
Cool.
Thanks for coming.
That's
Thank
really
you.
cool. Okay, I'll tell
That's great.
Josh. And
You have a good weekend, Matt.
You're so awesome.
Bye, Matt.
So
Later,
you're
Matt.
out for Godzilla,
Big
huh?
kahuna!
Jimmy.
Okay.
Tony, Godzilla impression.
Bye, Matt.
Huh?
Do your Godzilla impression.
He did one a long time ago in the '97 in front of a green screen, and Tony was going and
Did
really.
you ask the question, Matt? Andrew Combat always watches. For Matt, how do you feel about rehashing old tropes like Godzilla instead of inventing a new monster movie like Cloverfield?
Oh, goodness.
We kind of asked Matt that before, and I think he's going to go into the economics of Hollywood and how people who
They
are
want something that's proven.
right, they're going to want something that's proven for their investment. Instead, they're going to take their money and invest it into something that they know is going to get an
And
audience.
Kyle, thanks for telling
Because
me.
we know how well the remake of RoboCop turned
Thanks for
out.
telling me the stuff into the credits. I appreciate that. So I won't sit through them.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Credits of Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle, have you seen it? You
Yeah,
always
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the screening on Monday night actually, so like 5 days ago.
Kyle in Milwaukee
Lucky you.
And by the
always sees the movies ahead of everyone else.
and can I just say this? He always reads my blogs too, by the way.
I do. I try
Kyle,
to at least.
when is the big day?
October 11th.
October
And
11th.
I'm actually, the last 2 nights I've been trying to get my website online, and I've been having some stupid issues with GoDaddy. So people are getting like the save the date cards and it has the website on it and they can't get to the website, which is really frustrating. So trying to fix that. Hopefully I'll get that fixed today. But yeah, October 11th.
October 11th. That's awesome. Remember meeting Kyle? Were you here that day? When Kyle
Was I here when you came in,
fiancé?
Kyle?
No, Tony was not. Just Shaka and you, and
Hey, gosh.
yeah, you were out.
Okay.
But it was still fun. Next time I'm in LA though, I'll swing by again.
Well, do please. I'd love to meet you.
Okay, let me quickly pull up $1 Million Arm because he's coming in. Now they told me they're bringing him. Anthony, where is he? Where's Alex? I mean, where's the Assif?
Okay, so since Randy and Ryan are finishing their satellite tour at 9 in Culver City, they're delayed getting here, so they moved up Assif to the set. So the stage manager was like, no, hold on, we're going to put you on TV next. So then we'll bring him over after he does that.
After the
It's
seven?
all decided the second after we had just talked to you.
And I booted Matt
So
out.
we tossed Matt Ashley, our favorite
Oh,
Google
See?
Plus guest, by the way.
Now, from now on, I decided I am not booting Matt out until literally the guest is standing right here.
You own us a song and dance, Anthony. That's the only way to resolve this.
Song and a dance.
Okay, well, how about if I play something that I just paid last night, $30 to buy sheet music because I couldn't find it online for this song, and it's really fantastic.
Better be a good one.
You guys, I don't want to get Anthony in trouble, so just okay.
Alright, I'm just queuing it up. I get to the chorus, so you don't have to sit there listening. Oh, darn it. It's my phone. There we go. Johnny might know this person, Earl Grant, from the 50s.
Why would I know the person?
I'm just guessing.
Oh.
You're older than me. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, this song.
And why are you laughing, Jimmy?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, and here's the song.
At the end of a rainbow,
Okay, are you gonna
you'll
sing it?
find a pot
Because I can't wait for long. I'm gonna get
Okay,
in trouble.
just did a couple seconds. I'm not gonna sing it. I just got it last night. So
Okay.
I bought the sheet.
Thanks, Anthony.
Just copyright issues that I have.
Yes,
But, okay. All right.
When I get the sheet music, I paid $30.
So, Jimmy, are you guys going to see? Who's going to see Godzilla? Jimmy, are you going?
I am actually going to the Radio Control Expo all weekend, but hopefully I'll get to see Godzilla afterwards.
Okay, Hector, you're going?
I'm going tonight.
Okay, you're going today as well. Okay, John, are you going?
Yeah, I'm going.
When are you going?
I can see right now. Probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow. Kempton, are you going to see Godzilla?
No, probably not.
Probably
Hey,
not.
excuse me?
Did I tell you what
The
movie?
better half is not a big fan of Godzilla, so.
I saw the movie Belle.
Well, okay,
last
you know
week.
what?
That was
When
really
he
good.
stomps all over Calgary, you'll become a fan.
Gosh.
Nate, are you going to see Godzilla?
I'd love to, but babysitting's an issue. If we can drop the kid off at your place, we'll go see it.
Come, bring him by. You know, is it a he?
It's a she.
Bring her by. I have
I
3
think
dogs
it's
that would
easier.
love to meet her. And
They'll
meet
love
her.
We find out Monday what our next one is.
Peter, Tony.
Nick, are you going to see it?
I'm thinking about going tomorrow since it's my birthday and I don't have anything else to do. So.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to Nick!
Really?
Yeah, I turn 29 years old tomorrow.
You just casually drop that?
No, I've been staying here for like a month.
How old are you going to be? 29?
29 years old.
Oh my God, you look 16. Really? 29? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? Let me just say this. Because
There's Haley.
Hey, Haley.
Good morning, Haley.
Hi, guys. Love it.
Because you know
Haley wants to
you
see
may not think
Godzilla.
you may not think it's a compliment now, people telling you that you look 18 at 29, but when you are 49 and you look 29, you will
I thought you were
love it.
insinuating that you were 49.
Hey, I don't get carded anymore, so I'll take it. You know.
I get carded sometimes still.
They
and I
don't
love
card
it.
you?
They don't card me anymore.
I would totally card you.
I would card you in a heartbeat.
I would
Nick.
totally card.
I wouldn't want to lose my liquor license.
I would totally card you.
Now, Carlos, how old are you, Carlos? Can I ask?
I'm 20 years old currently.
20. You
20.
literally are a kid.
Where are you, Carlos?
He's in Orange.
Orange County. Orange County, yeah.
So what you're telling me is that you do not drink alcohol. That's what you're telling me, right? The answer to that is yes, Carlos.
It's dangerous.
Really?
That was a trick question.
The answer is yes.
No, I know, but it was a trick. It was a trick question because you do not.
No, ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yes, I do not. That was.
Very good.
Yes.
Right answer.
Very good.
Okay, so.
I don't either, by the way, Carlos, but it's because I can't hold my liquor, so that's a whole different
No,
issue.
because I think Jimmy.
We know about that one, Tony.
Oh, Jimmy knows. Jimmy
knows. Jimmy Cordell brought these liquor-laced
Strawberries.
strawberry.
It wasn't the strawberries.
It was brandy.
It was
It was
the sauce. What was it? What was in the
Cognac
sauce?
or brandy.
Chantilly sauce, yeah.
Chantilly.
And I ended up drunk on the air at 10 a.m.
Remember
Where's the video of that? We need to see that.
We need that day.
We
need to look for the
at 10
video.
a.m. and he was hungover by 10:15.
Oh my god.
I'm explaining.
Did you put in a bottle there?
No, it wasn't a lot.
It
doesn't take much.
It just takes.
But at least you were able
No
to.
Listerine for you.
Oh yeah, I wanted to actually.
Oh,
look
listen,
at-
yeah, cough syrup will do it, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine Tony on like NyQuil?
Oh,
Some dessert,
Yeah.
Drowsy Tony with NyQuil.
some purple drink.
I'm a lightweight. I'm a lightweight when it comes. That's why I don't drink.
Okay, so do you guys know Assif Mandvi?
Assif, yeah.
Looks like
Daily Show.
looks like Mandvi.
Is it Mandvi?
It's very funny on Daily Show.
Yeah.
Mandvi.
Hilarious.
Mandvi.
Mandvi.
Why do I say
Assif
Mandvi?
Mandvi.
Assif Mandvi. He was on the Daily Show as a regular correspondent. It seems like all
Anyway,
these popular people
who
are
cares?
coming out
Because
of
that's not his
the
real
Daily
name.
Show. What's his real name? Asif Hakim Mandviwala.
It's like Dr. Aluwalia.
Ah. Okay. Hey, Josh, do you know how to say his name? Asif
No, well, I see why he changed it.
Mandvi, but you won't tell me.
I can see why he changed it though, because it's easier.
What Mandvi. Gracias. What is the language that Dr. Aluwalia speaks besides English? Is it
You mean India? Well, see the
No,
problem.
there's a couple.
Well, the
You know,
problem with India is that they have like so many different. Because I have a couple of Indian
but
friends.
there's
They have
two-
so many different dialects.
Two main ones that he
Hindi.
Hindi,
Punjabi, is it Punjabi?
Punjabi.
Punjabi, yeah.
Punjabi. I wonder if he,
But they have so many different dialects in
yeah,
India.
this is true. That's like in the Philippines. There's 300.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like that in India. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. He was born in Bombay, which is now Mumbai, of course. Bombay. I've seen the trailers.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
His hair is different.
It's bigger. It's more fro-ish.
He looks like he has an afro now.
He moved to Bradford. Where is Trev when you need him? He grew up in Bradford.
Trev.
Gosh.
Did Trev tell us he wasn't going to be here today?
What is it? Today's Friday. Why is he not here?
Did he say he wasn't going to be here today?
No, he did not clear that.
He's a no-show.
He did not
He
clear.
has an inexcused absence.
How could he not be here today? This is unacceptable. We have someone from Bradford.
And where has Ayub been?
I don't know. He's been MIA. I emailed him. Not like him not to return an email.
Especially since wasn't he going to be visiting you?
Well, he's offline.
Trev is offline.
Yeah, I don't see him online.
What about Ayub?
Neither him. He's offline
What
too.
is going on with my British?
Yeah, where are all our British friends?
What's happened? This is weird.
Maybe it's a little bit too close to the 4th of July.
Is it bad to think they're in the pub at this hour?
No, it's still too early. It's like 5, right?
It's Friday.
5 p.m. or 6
Yeah,
p.m. over
it's
there.
true. But how often do we get someone who considers himself a working class kid from Bradford, which is exactly where Trev is from?
What is Trev's problem?
Trev, if you're watching this, man, of all the days, you know, when Nicole Scherzinger decides to...
You block Trev. You just block him.
I'm blocking
Yeah, right.
him right now.
We'll taunt him.
Okay, let's see. He's supposed to leave like right away, so I don't think we'll have much time talking. Alrighty. What else? What else is going on?
By the way, and like, can we change topic a little? Yeah. So this Sterling thing, do you think is he going to drag it out? Like, I think the tax, why he's not wanting to give up his team, he makes a lot of money, but he's going to be taxed a lot, right? He paid like low millions. That
no,
doesn't matter.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care about that. He's a billionaire.
He's got so much money.
He's a billionaire.
So it's just want his name and.
It's not about the money. It isn't about the money.
And he refuses to pay the fine.
Yeah, which is $2.5 million.
Which is $2.5 million, which is like you, Kempton, paying expense.
Pocket change.
For him, it's
Yes, pocket change.
it's like a traffic ticket. It's like a speeding ticket.
Not even that.
So he's going to drag it on? Does he have ground?
They'll still be talking about it after he dies. You just know it. I mean,
well, yeah, he
wrote
was
books about it.
rich. Now he's extra famous.
Okay, what do you guys think about? What do you guys think about the elevator brawl between Solange and Jay-Z?
So many things.
Really?
Who said that?
I figured you wouldn't have
Who
anything.
said
That was
Were you
crazy.
being
Please
facetious?
elaborate.
Being facetious.
Well, so many things that probably shouldn't be repeated.
Oh my God!
But it is interesting, right? Because it does make you wonder. I'll stop there.
Well, really, Nate?
Really?
What was it Matt said? Leave them always wanting more?
You just throw that out there.
Do you think that was calculated? Do you think that that was purposeful?
Oh no, because that wasn't supposed to be leaked.
Right. Well, that's what we think.
In fact, the employee was fired.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I understand why it shouldn't matter to us, but as the media, I think what I always marvel at their ability
Can I
to
be
keep
honest with you?
their lives so private.
It doesn't matter to me.
No, I know, no. But
I don't
as
care.
you personally.
No, I don't care.
But does it matter in the world, the big scheme of things, like in the media and how popular they are and how, as a couple, I mean, they're really like a prince and a princess, sort of, in the pop culture. In pop culture, they're
Well,
like.
I mean, it shows they're
in pop
They're
culture.
very successful, but I mean, why is this? Why is that kind of drama surprising, given what we know about all their backgrounds and everything? Why is that surprising?
Because for the last how many years, I think that they, as a couple, have.
I think people are very complex.
This picture of themselves that the public has bought into, their fans, I should say, and they really prop them up as a celebrity couple, as a royalty couple.
Yeah,
And
I get it.
for them, it's like, whoa, how much do we really know about Beyonce?
Someone
that we put up on a pedestal.
I think they're people.
They are. That's the bottom line. But you are a regular person.
Yeah, it shows they're real people. They're real boys and girls, just like you and I. So I think it closes some gap there that they're somehow.
That's exactly right, Dave. We all have problems. We
family issues.
We all have issues. It's no different just because you have a collective
net worth of
almost $1 billion.
That they have problems too.
And people on both sides of the track can be ratchet.
Yeah, Jimmy.
And Andrew, you're absolutely right. The statement is that our country has this really unhealthy obsession with celebrity and pop culture.
Yeah.
And it's not just our country, by the way. It is the world.
And we, and let's face it. I mean, we, and when I say we I mean us. We perpetuate that because, we're out to sell newspapers, and if those are the headlines that the people that we serve want to consume, we're gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
Gotta give the people what they want. Supply and demand.
Right. How's Cordell, by the way, Jimmy?
Yes.
Doing much better, thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, please give her a big hug from us.
Yes, please.
I will. She's wandering around out in the hallway now, but she's doing much better, thanks.
Oh.
Was she unwell?
She had surgery and she has some post-op issues, but she's doing better.
Okay. I won't ask more, but send my regards to her.
You know what's interesting about the Sterling case is that we aired this clip of this anchor in WFAA this morning.
The
anchor.
Former sports anchor.
Yeah, former sports anchor, and I've seen
Hansen.
I've been seeing him on different.
No, he's current. He's a current sports anchor.
Still there?
Oh, he's
still there.
Oh, I didn't know he was still there.
Yeah, he's from your town. He's from Dallas.
He's in Dallas.
Yeah.
WFAA, yeah.
Yeah, Dallas.
From Trev, he said he's stuck on the train.
Trev.
Oh, I didn't realize, Nick, that he was still on the air. Okay, he's been there like 30 years, though, right?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he is still on there because I see him being interviewed, and I see the
I like him.
I love him. I love that guy. He's fantastic. Like, he tells it like it is. I mean, I was surprised.
I love. Well, he's so candid. He's so candid.
And but I'm surprised at the number of people you guys were talking about this morning walking off the set because they had a negative reaction to Michael Sam's kiss with his boyfriend on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what, to me, I love that people are coming. We're spotlighting and highlighting people's prejudices against, and to me, they should be.
Well, what's kind of interesting about that to me,
realize that they're wrong.
Here's what's interesting. Some of the criticism of that was that, sports is supposed to be wholesome and this, is supposed to be family oriented. And my response to that is, okay, so you have a problem with that, your kid seeing that, but you don't have a problem with your kid watching a hockey fight where they're beating the living crap out of one another.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's okay. Those are family values. You don't have a problem with your kid watching a football game with half-naked women kicking their legs up in the air and their boobs jiggling.
Right.
That's okay.
Right. But when you see two people show an expression of love, that's not okay.
So
PDA.
Huh?
PDA, like public displays of affection.
Yeah, but with hetero couples do that all the time, and they don't seem to have a problem with it.
Well, I guess it really is circumstantial, but whenever I'm like, outside a restaurant or something, and I've seen this, or walking in a public place, and there's like, a heterosexual couple, like, going at it, like showing their tongues on each other's throat, there's always someone that's like, get room, you two.
But that's different, Nate. That's like, practically clawing and pawing each other. Nobody likes to see that, no matter what they are, who they are.
Right.
I just don't think that's, but when, like, they even have it. Nate? Don't they have these games at sporting events called the kiss cam?
Yes.
And when you see heterosexual couples kissing, are you offended by that?
Huh?
And
are you offended by that?
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the kind of kiss it was. It wasn't like they were pawing.
It was actually a fast kiss. It was like a quick smooch, like you would give.
That was the perfect example, Tony.
Well, actually, you saw clips. It was a little bit more.
Yeah, but what?
Just a little bit more, but still, it was within the context of what was happening. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was more than the kiss cam, less than the pawing and clawing, somewhere in between.
To me, it was a lot less than the pawing and the clawing. To me, it was not that at all. It was just excitement and exuberance, and they were just happy. Was it calculated though? And this is where
that to me is a bigger question.
Yes, that is the bigger question.
That's a bigger question to me.
Yes, exactly, and which is to be continued this conversation. Tony will be right back.
Here we go.
Hi.
Assif.
Hi,
Maria. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Assif. Please come join. This is Tony, our morning anchor here. We were just
where am I going?
Right here, yes. How are you? I know that you have to get out of here, but we have a bunch of friends here.
I can stay as long as like 3 seconds.
We have a bunch of friends here. Come a little closer.
Okay, here we go. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Exactly. We have a bunch of friends that are hanging out with us from all over the world, and I'm so bummed out because I was just reading a little bit about you, Assif. First of all, to our YouTubers who are watching, yes, Assif Mandvi is joining us. He is one of the stars of the new movie that's just come out called $1 Million Arm that stars John Hamm. If you haven't yet, check it out. And we have also our friends here. This is Carlos, who's with us from Orange County. Hector is in the Inland Empire. Jim is in Koreatown. John is in Riverside. Kempton is in Calgary, Canada. Kyle is in Milwaukee.
Morning.
Nick is in Colorado. And Nick is in Dallas, Texas.
Nice.
And hello, YouTubers. If you haven't already, please share the link and make sure you subscribe to our channel. And if you have a question, just put it in the comments box, and I will get it to Assif. So first of all, let's talk about $1 Million Arm.
Yes.
I just saw a little clip. Love it. Love John Hamm, of course. And this is it a movie about baseball, or how would you describe this movie and your role?
It's a movie about baseball, but it's really a lot more than baseball. It's really, it's a true story, right? So
I was going to ask you, I had the feeling that it was based on
a true story. It's based on a true story. You may have had that feeling because it says it at the very beginning of the movie.
No, I didn't see that part. Yeah. I just saw the trailer.
Right. No, but it's actually based on a true story. Right. It's based on a true story, and it is about these two, the story of these two Indian boys. So John Hamm played. There was two who actually pitched.
Oh, got it. Got it. Okay.
But there's these two boys who were brought from India after they won this reality show called $1 Million Arm, where they were looking for anybody in India who could pitch a baseball at 85 miles per hour higher, and they bring them here and turn them into baseball players. And it's a really, really amazing story about sort of the American dream, but it's also and the amazing thing that happens to these two boys who had never picked up a baseball before, never even heard of baseball. They came from a village in India, and then they come to Los Angeles, and now both of them are in the Pirates division, in the Pirates in the minor leagues.
Kidding? Wow, that's
Yeah.
a great true story. If you guys have a question, just get my attention, and I will pass it on. Nate, yes, go ahead, Nate. You go first.
Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, I just saw a preview, but is there any reason why India? Like, why do they have connections there? Why India? Why not another place?
Kind of it was the one untapped place in the world where they figured there's 1 billion people, somebody has to be able to pitch a baseball.
If you play the odds, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we actually deal with that question in the film where John and my character Ash are trying to come up with places that we can sort of go outside the box and look for baseball pitchers, and India sort of seems like the last untapped territory,
Because John plays an agent.
John and I also
both
play an
agents.
agent.
Okay.
He plays J.B. Bernstein. I play his partner Ash. Both of them based on real people. And that's this $1 Million Arm reality show actually really exists and is continuing and is still currently in India, where they've had more seasons of it. It's sort of an American Idol type reality show.
Oh, cool.
Where people show up and basically pitch a baseball to see if they can.
No idea.
Yeah, they have an arm. Or not.
Kyle, yeah, go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah. So, how did you have to prepare for the role? Did you interview the real guy that your character is based off of, or?
Well, I know the real guy, so I knew him from before. And the thing is, the relationships in the film, because it's Hollywood, are a little bit different than the relationships in real life. So my character Ash, I know the real Ash. The character in the movie is not exactly like the guy in real life. My character in the movie is a father, and he's got 2 kids, and it's a nice juxtaposition to John's character, who's kind of a Lothario and sort of a playboy, But the real Ash is single, is a playboy, and drives a Porsche.
Kidding. Is he still single? Not that I'm just.
I hope he's listening
married,
right now,
but
because
yeah.
he will be very flattered.
Is that right?
Playboy. But yeah, so I didn't really, I couldn't really prepare because the character wasn't exactly the same, but I did talk to him a lot about the reality show and how they came up with this idea.
What does he think? Has he seen the movie yet? What does he think about you portraying him?
He's totally psyched. He's very psyched. And the funny thing is, the real Ash, he's sort of like a jeans and t-shirt guy. But the Ash in the movie, I decided that he was always going to wear a suit because I just wanted to look good. So it was total vanity on my part. So I was like, yeah, my character just always wears a suit. And so it was funny because like Ash would come to the set and he'd be like, I never wear a suit. Like I'm the guy who like wears like t-shirts and jeans and flip-flops,
That'd be interesting.
So it was he
That'd
loved
be
that.
interesting to watch, like a movie that is about you, but like
a version of you that is
you don't
not
know
right.
yet.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah,
That reminds me of the Seinfeld episode where Kramer has somebody else play Kramer in the TV series. He's like, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't wear that.
Exactly. Yes.
Jimmy, what's your question?
Yes, no, I loved you on The Daily Show, and I love all your stuff. You're just so funny. And I know John Hamm is also like a comedian offset too. How did you guys keep it together on the set between the two of you? Keep together on the set for $1 Million Arm?
John is great. He's very funny off camera.
Yes,
in this movie he plays. It's not a funny role. It's he's sort of the hero, of the story. So it was we had fun on the set. Like we sometimes when you are doing scenes that are emotional or serious or whatever, it's actually you find that you goof around more off camera than you do if you're actually doing like a straight up comedy.
I do love the stuff you do on The Daily Show.
Thank you.
Was there a particular correspondent that you kind of modeled yourself after, or kind of like the mannerisms or what?
Ultimately, all the correspondents sort of find their own kind of take on the thing. I think when I first auditioned for the job, and I had a weird sort of experience because I auditioned the same day that I got hired. And then I was on the show that night. So it's just kind of an anomaly for The Daily Show. But I literally just went in there and I said, I don't know how to do this. I'm just going to do a Stephen Colbert impression.
What?
And I just did my best Stephen Colbert impression, and that's how I got the job.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, so it was like, that's...
I just want to quickly mention a YouTuber's comment here, or a question rather. Andrew Combat says, Assif, why did you do Avatar? Why? Oh, and he says, P.S. by the way, love that you are breaking into more movies, but we'll miss all your daily show segments.
Well, I haven't left the Daily Show.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
still
there.
I'm still there, so you can still, there will be more Daily Show segments in the future. Why did I do? I think he's talking about Last Airbender, not Avatar.
Yeah,
He's not. I think why did I do Last Airbender? Because honestly, it was a great role, and it was the most fun I've ever had doing a film. Knight is a great guy. I love working with him. I don't think the audience quite responded to the movie the way that they had hoped, which is always a crapshoot when you make a film. Sure. No one sets out to make a bad movie. So I think unfortunately it didn't get the critical sort of acclaim, or even really it wasn't loved by the critics that much. But the cast had a great time. And for me, like, when do I get to wear armor and like stand on a battleship and be a badass? So like totally, that was the best. It was the most fun I've had doing a movie.
Well, that's so awesome. Awesome, truly, I loved meeting you.
Can I have the last question?
Okay.
You have to go. You do.
You're kicking me out.
No. I got to see you. You have another meeting to go to.
I actually have nowhere to be. I can sit here all
he's just
day.
saying that. He's trying to be nice.
I really have nowhere to go. I can just sit
Let's
here.
take a quick photo. And
totally kicking me out.
here's our camera right here. And listen, there's a little bit of a delay, okay?
Okay,
so,
fine.
okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese. There. You like it?
I do, yeah. I can really sit here all
I
day.
love Maria.
You're okay.
Totally.
Let's
Can
make
I
a
ask
gift.
one more?
Maybe we can make a little gift. Yeah. Okay, there's another one.
Okay, great. It's just like random pictures now.
Yeah.
Okay. This is called photography. It's been around for years.
But I'm gonna make a gift. I'm gonna try to make I'm gonna auto awesome it. Yeah,
Oh, you are? You're gonna animate it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's really creepy. Wait, what?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
I understand why people fight
Here's my
cameras
calendar.
now.
I want to do something.
Like a
Paparazzi.
Yes, I know paparazzi.
What's
Take another one. Okay.
This is where you're putting your finger in my ear.
Oh, did
Okay, all right. What do you want me to just sign here?
Anywhere, yeah.
Okay, just sign there.
Gosh, another one. You should have been a doctor. I can't read
What do
any
you
of
mean?
these. All
Well,
you
that's the
actors,
point of
you
signatures,
can't
isn't
read
it?
any of. Anyway, thank you
All
guys.
right, well, I gotta
Thanks for
go.
coming, Assif.
Yes, you do.
Hey. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Come back.
Yes, thanks.
Okay.
I really wanted to ask him, like, when they interviewed the real people, how did they keep on getting the
Randy
guests?
Jackson might be able to come say hello, Tony. Did you hear me, Tony?
Who?
Randy
Jackson. Maria?
The American Idol judge legend himself.
No, I know who he is. I didn't hear what she said.
That he might be coming in.
Maria, what did you say?
I said Randy Jackson, who is on the set with Ryan Seacrest right now. Randy has to walk by here to get to another phone interview.
Oh.
So he might come by. Is what I
Got him to say hi.
What about Ryan Seacrest?
I actually met him before he became really famous.
Ryan literally ran in here, and then 30 seconds after he got into the green room, they took him on the air and mic'd him. He's got to literally run back out.
He's like the busiest man.
He's on like 40 TV shows and has a radio show and.
Yes, Ryan has about 1 million jobs, as you know. So I get it. Oh, Matt is here. Hi, Matt. How are you?
Hey, Maria. How's it going?
You're in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Randy might come by and say hi. I don't know. Am I right or am I wrong here? But did Randy used to play guitar for Def Leppard or Journey, or who did he used to play bass?
Who is it?
Who
Randy Jackson?
Oh, Cordell actually met him like before he became really famous. I'll have to ask her.
He actually, Randy played on, I think he played on the Striper Against the Law record is one place that I know that he played. You talking about American Idol, Randy Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. He played on Striper Against the Law, which I'm going to ask him about if he's here. but I can't remember. There is another band though.
There's another band. Like he played for the.
He played with Journey for 2 years. Two years.
Journey. So I was right. Okay, it was Journey. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Journey.
Breakfast Club, Methods of Mayhem, The Sign.
He's performed on a bunch of Kenny G albums.
He is quite. He's got a diverse, repertoire. By Randy Jackson. I really don't know if he'll be able to join us, you guys. I don't want to disappoint you, but he might be able to just say hey. Hey.
I better not tweet it or else he won't show up.
You could say, hey dog.
Because every moment when Nick tweets, it's a curse.
Yeah.
Say his name 3 times.
Whose audio is that? Is that mine?
When I hear that. What?
Jimmy, is that you?
Is it Jimmy?
Yeah.
Is that you, Jimmy, or is that me?
It's Jimmy.
Is that me?
What?
I think it was
Bad
Jimmy
Jimmy.
talking.
No, nobody's talking. Here.
No, that was me. It was me. Okay. So, what was my question? Oh, yeah. So he might just kind of drive by, but I don't think he'll be able to talk to us. And then I have to go. If you are just joining us, YouTubers, we have a hangout every Monday and every Friday. The days in between will now vary depending on if Nicole Scherzinger is actually here or not. or Haley Duff.
Yeah, Haley.
Yeah. So, but you can count on Monday and Friday. I'll be here next week, Monday and Friday. So come join the hangout. Andrew, you're always participating. I love it. If you would like to join, why don't you join? I think I have you on my list. Why don't you come into the hangout and come join face to face? I would love to see you. You really contribute some interesting comments and questions. And so I want to talk to you face to face. So anyway, if Randy walks by here, we'll say hey. Otherwise, have a great weekend, you guys. It's going to cool down. If you're here in LA, the cool down starts today. I promise you.
And Maria,
rain in Calgary.
So
I haven't had a chance to tell you, Maria. I'm glad you're doing okay. I know you were kind of going through some stuff there for a while. I was glad to see you back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, just little stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Little stuff.
Maintenance. What else?
Rock on, Matt.
Matt, you were hanging out with Joe Satriani last night?
No, that was like a couple years old. That was a Throwback Thursday post.
Oh.
But I will tell you that I've got the guitar community that I run is really starting to ramp up, and we are going to be getting some pretty cool people. Just saying.
That's awesome.
So you guys think that there's nothing going to change with Google Plus, right, and Hangouts?
Not right away.
No.
Because they're switching their personnel around.
Well,
Okay, Randy, let's
all
take. I
these
got my camera ready.
rumors about Google Plus going away. It's not going anywhere.
There he is.
Randy.
Just
It's
say
not
hi,
going
guys.
away, but it's not exactly changing.
Hi, how are you?
No, I don't think it's
Love
going.
you. Randy, just say hello to everybody here. There he is.
Good seeing you, man.
Tony. There he is. There you guys.
Bye.
What's up, Randy?
We love you.
Yeah.
A drive-by.
Okay.
That was definitely
Drive by.
Hey, guys, have a good weekend, everyone.
Bye, guys.
You too.
See you
Wonderful
Monday.
weekend.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Bye, Tony.
Bye-bye for now.
you
Bye,
guys.
thanks for joining, and
Bye, Tony.
on
Bye,
Monday.
Maria.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Andrew, message me, please, and I'll be sure to send you a personal invite, or one of these guys, okay? We'll see you next week. Bye.
See you guys.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, that was short.